Hey everyone, I'm having my last bit of coffee before I leave, but I just want to.
You're welcome to anything you want.
Oh, thank you so much. Wow, that's very nice. Yeah. The Oakland County Coliseum Joint Powers Authority voted to take an action against taking legal action regarding the Oakland Raiders Las Vegas relocation attempt at this point. Now, the reason for the decision was that, and I understand it, let me explain what it is for those who don't. Even if the city spends no money, because of its legal relationship with the Raiders with respect to the lease, there is a fear that they could be sued for more money than they are willing to give up. That is, when I presented that to Councilmember Larry Reed, who's the president of the Oakland City Council, he agreed that was what their thinking was. That leaves it open for the citizens' initiative to pursue action. But as I said on the previous live stream video, there is also the issue of the fact that the Raiders are here through 2020, and there is a possibility to retain them. And Coliseum City as a development project is still alive. Let's not forget that. So that's where it shakes out. I'm going to go upstairs. Agreements that are that they have with the Raiders that also I guess they feel are threatened, or even the possibility of the Raiders returning being threatened itself. If you have questions, I missed your notations, so please post them. But that's how it straights out right here. So I think I'll have some fruit. They have fruit here. I think I'll have some fruit. Because I need to eat something before I catch my flight today. There. Okay, there. Now, and I'll sit down and finish the explanation of what happened here and what I think the next step will be in one moment, because I want to get a space where I'm not speaking. There. Get that. Get us. This is where I'm headed. I'm going back and forth between where I came over there to get my coffee, and then I can sit down and entertain your questions and stuff. So, oh, by the way, hold on a second. I want to get some of that grain there. It's a good idea to eat good food whenever possible, folks. So there we go. Okay, so I got that, and I've got this. I'm picking all this up at once in this assembly, like so. And here we go. All right. Okay. I did all that, and I didn't get a spoon or a fork. So now I go back and get the spoon or fork. All right. And then I'll sit down and explain what's going on, folks, or what happened, as best I can. There was fork here. Don't see the fork. Let's say, see the fork, be one with the fork, right? Be the fork. And I don't see the fork. I see onions and a bagel. I have a bagel, why not? Sure. And, oh, there it is. Fork. There. Okay, cool. Got it. All right. Now, okay. What happened, basically, for those of you who joined, is that again, it was a fear, based on fears, based on public money not wanting to go to sports. Sorry about that. So anyway, where we are, that was the issue from their point of view. Now, from the point of view of Forever Oakland, as Grizz explained on the other live stream, there's a citizens-driven initiative process that they are going to continue to see through. So, but I do see the liability issue. The indemnification is a possibility, but also, even if they get that, I think because the Raiders are here, whereas the Raiders could have left for Las Vegas, there's a reason they haven't done so. Also, there are people who don't favor using this property for Amazon. Use other properties as well, okay? So that's what's happened. Does this give the Raiders a green light to try to move? Well, for all practical purposes, it does more than that. Yeah, it does, okay? But I still hold that it's not going to succeed. But I'll be candid, for some reason, I don't feel bad about this. And I think that there's the reason is you can get a lot more with honey than a club. And the legal approach would have been a club where honey is necessary. And so, not to say the legal solution would not have worked, it would have. But here's the problem. The Raiders are still here. They have not effectively moved. They're trying to move, but they're still here. Next JPA meeting is next month. I think where they go from here is they work on publicly suing themselves, filing a lawsuit. Anyone can sue anybody for anything. So they can definitely do that. They can definitely do that. Ray is really upset. I was thinking about Ray Bobbitt. Ray is really upset, and I feel for him because he's invested a lot of his money and time and effort in this. And I think from an entirely other perspective, there was sort of I don't want to say this. I thought maybe I trying to bleed him dry in a sense. Crawford, one of our viewers, Crawford, says that Forever Oakland needs to have their attorneys present. I don't think that's going to make any difference. But because, yeah, I don't think it's going to make any difference. You can't force somebody to do something they don't want to do, okay? That's been my position from day one. My thought was, okay, do you really need the JPA? But also, I warn people of this outcome, right? Nobody listens to me. So, I warned them. I've been here before. I'm used to seeing them. I know how they work. You want something done, do it yourself. You do it the way that you want it done. That's right. Call for 371 says, while the JPA still pursued the options. That's right. That's absolutely right. There was too much of an effort that relied on the JPA. And there it is. But I don't think, and I'll just say this right now, I don't think suing the Raiders at this point is a good idea because they're here. I think doing everything we can to make them stay here and build something is a better idea. And I think that getting them to maintain this facility is the best way to go. Facility is the best way to go, okay? So, I don't, right now. Actually, you know what, dual paths is even better. On the one hand, you have a track that says, we're giving up to a lawsuit. On the other hand, you have a track that says, I'm just suing a facility. And they weren't here. Russell and Ray Perez were not here. So and Ray Perez, you know, could be that if they came, they may not have gotten the memo that the meeting was moved downstairs. Because normally the meeting was upstairs. We're right here. This is a BMW club, okay? So this is a BMW club. So normally they would be here, but excuse me. Normally they'll be upstairs, which is through that door on the other side of this column. Then you go upstairs, okay? That's normally where the meeting would be. So if Russ and Ray Perez came through and didn't see that, they may have been put off track. I don't know. Of course, they could have watched my live stream and figured out that we were downstairs because I with everybody down here, right? But like I said, I do feel bad for Ray because a positive JPA bill would have been a good bet. Peter Thompson says, hey, Peter, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. This is the aftermath of the JPA meeting, which was held right over here. Over here. Over there. Okay. So the meeting is over, and the outcome was that the JPA voted by 4 votes no, 2 votes yes. The no votes were Oakland Councilmember Larry Reed, Oakland Councilmember Nillette Gibson McElhaney, former Oakland Councilmember Ignacio De La Fuente, who we're trying to figure out is really going to run for mayor. And then, I believe the Miss Hill, Christine Hill, Christine Hill. The 2 no votes were Nate Miley and Chris Dobbins. So that's how it shook out, okay? 42. 42. Well, now what the county is next, that's what they're saying. There's an open door for the county to want to do something. That John has asked why they voted no. They voted no because the city of Oakland, which really led the no votes, not the county, excuse me, was basically afraid of having to cough up money for a lawsuit it feels it won't win. That's why. I disagree with that, but that's where they are. They prefer to wash their hands of the Raiders. I think that's a bad decision. I think it's a bad decision, but that's where we are. However, the other consideration is that the Raiders are still here. Now, someone mentioned a groundbreaking. I'll tell you something. Groundbreaking doesn't mean shit. It just means that you are on land and you move some dirt around. Fine. It doesn't mean you're gonna get anything done. So don't bring this, oh, they're having a groundbreaking, I'm gonna have a heart attack business to me. All right, I don't wanna, I'm gonna curse right here. I don't wanna fucking hear it, all right? I really don't. You bring that to me, I think you're an idiot. And I know I'm being inappropriate in my delivery here, but I'm doing it deliberately so, because it shows a lack of understanding of the construction process, and that's okay. But it's just a symbolic thing to show intent. It doesn't mean you're gonna get it done. There have been tons of groundbreakings that didn't lead to anything. It's a fact. Well, Crawford 371 is asking if I think this deal's still going to fall apart. I think I pretty much, I mean, I never said that it wasn't. This has nothing to do with the groundbreaking. This has nothing to do with the Vegas deal in terms of, it has its own, it is its own animal, all right? If the JPA had elected to sue, it wouldn't mean the Vegas deal fell apart. What I'm saying is that that's a different story. The Vegas deal by its structure was built on the idea that Sheldon Adelson was gonna write a big fat check that he got scared off. Unless he's back in the deal, which means the money's back in the deal, then it's virtually unfinanceable in a way where you would expect the Raiders to get a first-class product. That's where it is. So if, let's take parking, okay? Parking. Even if the Raiders got a loan for parking, what terms will the loan be? You have to pay it back. If you're gonna get the revenue stream from parking, then what happens when, all right, you don't get that parking, okay? There's so much that can go wrong with this deal because they don't have the financing they originally were going to have. It's not funny. And the Raiders can't just sneak in under the radar and say, oh, we're going to build this without parking. Then, of course, there's that May 16th cutoff date. The problem with the Vegas people is they don't deal in putting out the real information. They deal in fluff. Oh, we've got enough money. Oh, there's nothing wrong. Oh, come on, give me a break. I want to emphasize I'm not speaking against Vegas Strong. Excuse me, hashtag Vegas Strong. No. But the economic problems with this deal existed before that. And they're still there. They are still there. Also, remember something else. The stadium is not just for the Raiders. It's also for UNLV, which, by the way, there's no joint use agreement. Still. Okay. So, oh boy. Got a lot of work to do. And they're way behind schedule. Any questions you got? There's 12 of you. But as I said before, I know how that disappointment feels. I've been there with the city, and tons of times as a city employee. And I warned them. And I hate to say, it came out like I feared it might. Not wanted to, feared. In reality, risk fears aside, I don't think that would have come to pass in terms of the losses. But they do. But Marshawn Lynch should not be suspended. That's good. That's good. I think he fired up the team. Nate Miley does have an open. Nate is a great guy. They're all great people. Look, I mean, these are people I've known personally for a long time. So, but it's also politics. You know, politics is rough. Politics is not for the faint of heart. And if you're new to the game, you know what? You can get your ass burned real quick. Or as an Oakland politician once said, if he can't take your money, sleep with your wife, and then do a deal with you, then you have no business being in politics. Welcome to Oakland. I didn't see your, someone might have left a comment. When you guys leave comments there, they fade out on this. This is nice. Look at this. You should have this open for lunch. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. They should have it open for lunch more often so that people can actually come down and, you know, eat and have a chef and everything. Oh, the groundbreaking news? Well, no, it's not. Richard, they're going to have a groundbreaking, all right? But at some point, but I think all I'm saying is not necessarily you, but I think other people are making too much of it. They were always going to have a groundbreaking. And yeah, I think the JPA action would have made the groundbreaking harder in terms of from a news standpoint? Yes, absolutely. If the JPA had taken that kind of action, you know. But now it's the public relations message is, hey, it's okay, go ahead and do it. You know, that's how it's going to be spun by some people. The other thing that just popped into my head is that, hey, welcome to Zinnia 62 Live. Hey, Joseph, how are you? It was a great game last night, wasn't it? Sure was. The other thing that popped into my head regarding this whole deal is that Raider game and how exciting it was might cause a casino to change its mind and cough up money. Oh, yeah, Godfather Grizz has done a fantastic job. Not a question. But the city of Oakland, as long as I've been associated with it for most of the time, not all the time, has been the practitioner of what Larry Weed once called safe politics. And it's funny, I remember Larry once accused Elihu of being the practitioner of safe politics, and now Larry is the practitioner of safe politics. But yeah, that's where they're at. Power, money, and influence. All right, folks, it's time to go upstairs. But they ought to have this open all the time. This club ought to be open for anybody to eat at. You know, certain hours of the day. Make some little extra money for the facility, right? Otherwise, look, empty. Beautiful lighting down there, up there, here. It's empty. It's got the food over there. That's about it. It is disappointing, you know, but not very. I don't think it's disappointing for me, but see, here's the thing. I've been through this, so I'm not very disappointed. I'm just like, yeah, well. All right, time to bust the table and get out of here. Yeah, bust your own table around here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go upstairs. I think someone was still up there. I don't know. We'll find out when we get up there. Meanwhile, gotta clean up the mess. That's what I'm gonna do. Take this, drink that. It's great coffee. Okay. Got it. See that? Okay. Yeah, put it over there. All right. See that? So no one can say I didn't bust my own table. Ha ha ha. Okay, folks. We're headed out. Phew. All right. See, that's where it normally is, right? Over there. We go out this way. All right. Okay. Team store. Pick up your stuff.
You got the Raiders game they're replaying over there. We got you. Just gonna.
Back at the Coliseum. Oh, by the way, if you've never been here before, Oracle Arena is here. Stadium's there. Now, my idea for the Raiders Stadium had a new complex here, but where we were standing would be a 3-story shopping center that connects both facilities. Hotel right here. 2 wings, 1,010 rooms. Oh, yeah. Let's see if they're still there. Don't see him. Let's see here. It's a mess. Look at that. So they're setting that up for, well, next event. Warriors, right? I don't know. It's ass. It's a takedown? Yeah, it's a takedown, folks. It's a takedown. I was thinking of this saying, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day, right? Oh, maybe that's what this is from the standpoint of the JPA. But again, there is the county. And remember, they're involved in a lawsuit against the Warriors, too. So, it always seems like every time I turn around, we're involved in a lawsuit with somebody. We gotta change the way we do business, you know? That's the main deal. I guess I miss Godfather Grizz with those guys. Maybe they are. No, I don't see the setup over there. I think I'll give a call. Somebody's got their, hey, look at that, Volta free. Look at that. Power and new generation. Look at that. Fusion. The A's. EV parking only, but there's only for one car. Huh. Yeah, they're all gone. I think they're all gone.
Hey folks, if you just joined us, welcome to Zenny 62 live from the Coliseum. Hey, can I hop a ride? Can I hop a ride? Bart? Cool, okay. Doesn't hurt to ask. I'll see you, man. Okay. So anyway, that means I have a long walk. That's okay. I don't think they're set up there, are they? All right, folks, I'm going to sign off right now, and I'm going to call Godfather Grizz and see where they're at. But Oakland Coliseum, and yeah. Oh. Gotta walk to Bart Plaza. I'll be back though. Take another last look at the facility before we leave. The greatest sports facility in the world. I don't care what anybody says. It is. We have the greatest, we just have to appreciate it. You know what I mean? I think you do.